it going for everybody y'all seen tonight, y'all? Yeah, Scott, you said you had the multicultural or multilingual, and you named all the languages, and I actually speak another language on the bus too called Don't Touch Me. Get the fuck back. And I mean every word of it. Bus drivers, y'all are either the nicest undercover bully or a regular bully, okay? Because bus drivers, you will be like, hi, I don't have the money, and they'll be like, the bus is $175, okay? Now get on here. Or they'll be like, or they're, either way, you get on that bus because they don't put you off the bus. And they only do that to regular people because bums go right past the bus driver. And they don't ask them shit. I used to be such a snob when I had a car. I was like, I will never be riding that bed bug raptor. I will never. And now I actually love catching the bus because, it's not as stressful. And it's great entertainment on the bus, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's slapping the baby, somebody's tongue kissing the dog. It's amazing, you know what I'm saying? I just absolutely love it. I don't get any long stories on the bus. I get a lot of short stories on the bus. One day I get on to catch the Dash, which is the lowest form of the bus, The Dash is aspiring to be the Metro, but this white man is over there, and I hear him saying nigger to somebody, either a white person or some kind of yellow person, either Asian or fucking some kind of yellow person. And I'm not affected. When I hear the word nigger, I'm not affected at all because the only power you can give nigga is when you are affected, So, but anyway, he sees me and he's fiending to say nigga to somebody, So, of course he sees me and he's been stabbed. And, he is bleeding all through this, all on this side, some niggas already got him, you know what I'm saying? And he says to me, he was like, this nigger just stabbed me, And he wasn't a regular nigga. He wasn't a Motown nigga. He was some kind of other nigga, So I just stood there and I looked at him and I didn't say shit. And then he stepped in the street and got hit by the bus. So I was like, actually, he didn't get hit by the bus. I just added that into the story. But he almost got hit by the bus. But I wouldn't want to see that, for my own good energy. So I ride the bus late a lot because I do comedy, so it's always 1 something. And then I live way in Lakeview Terrace. So this guy mentioned Rodney King getting beat in his poem. And Pacoima is the next neighborhood over. That's actually where Rodney King got his ass whipped, And so anyway, so it's always a 2-hour bus ride from wherever I am. This from right here, it'll be 2 hours and 15 minutes or whatever. So coming from a show, I just realized that I got to get off at a certain stop where I missed my connection. So the good thing, what I love riding the bus is all my connections. I can smoke weed, while I'm waiting on the bus to come. So now I'm really, I'm chilling because I'm hey, smoke weed, hey, what's going on? So I'm hey, I can smoke weed, I can chill, I can just listen to my music, whatever, So one night I missed my connection because I didn't know to get off at this stop at first. And then the next bus, I had to wait for an hour. So, when you wait for an hour at nighttime on the bus, you pee on a lot of dark streets. You know what I'm saying? It's nowhere to take a piss at. You know what I'm saying? I got a 44-year-old bladder. It's time to let this shit out. Okay, guys? And that's what it is, okay? Whoever loves brown ass, here it goes, guys, because she's out in the wind, and that's what it is. I got 1 hour, and the thing is, I got an hour to wait, and then I got an hour on the bus ride to get home for the connection. I'm fuck that shit, okay? About to pee. And then the bus comes, okay, and I am so glad to see the bus. Oh damn, it's it's the one night it's cold out in LA, so I'm waiting on the bus and shit, and I get on the bus, and it is fucking crowded at 2 a.m. him. So I have an instant attitude because I'm used to like getting on the bus, you know, after I smoke my weed, listen to the music, I'm ready to fall asleep and shit. I ride to the last stop, so I'm just using like, you know, I'm used to the man be like, last stop, okay, but it's like fucking crowded, so I guess one of the buses didn't come, or maybe it was the time of the fires or whatever, so, you know, anyway, I am pissed off, okay, because I can barely get somewhere to stay. It's that crowded, where it's like crowded in the back and the front, and then this like man on a wheelchair is on the bus, okay? So now here's where, like, as a black woman that's from the South, I don't have a lot of, like, you don't grow up with a lot of, like, white people trust. You know what I'm saying? But the people that I do relate to the most are the people that I shouldn't trust, which are, like, the redneck guys. You know what I'm saying? But, and so there's one of them on the bus, but strangely enough, the redneck guys are the people who I get along with the most because they're the most fucking honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from New Orleans, like, where we understand to stay on your porch and I'm going to stay on mine, you know? So that's why I do get along. So anyway, so it's a redneck white man on the bus, girl, and we is staring at this fucking wheelchair. We looking at him like this motherfucker gonna get off, and then we about to play musical bus seats for this goddamn 3-seater right here, okay? Because you know wheelchairs be going like one stop, get your ass off the bus, you know what I'm saying? And we looking at him grouchy and shit like that. You know you could have rolled down this street, you know? Girl, so of course me and the white man is just staring at each other, and we staring at the bus, and I see him looking at me. We looking at the bus seat like, oh, we about to get this shit right here. Soon as he get off, we about to get this shit. So then somebody rings the bell, so we and him looking like, oh shit, it's about to be a sit-down party on this bit. Girl, do you know another wheelchair got on the bus? And then it was already no room on the place on the bus where to stand, and then now we gotta move back even further, okay? But me and the white man, somehow we have bonded together, you know what I'm saying? We is like, all right, we is not moving from this wheelchair spot right here. Okay, I'm about to sit down on this motherfucker because I'm getting this seat. I got an hour and something to go. I don't care where y'all going at, but I got to find a way to ride. So anyway, so they push everybody else back. The other wheelchair gets on. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm pissed off now because I'm like, okay, somebody got to get off this bus. So anyway, so we ride for like 40 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Just staring at each other like, what the fuck is going on over here? Y'all know y'all don't ride this long. So then they finally, one of the wheelchair people ring the bus. They ring the, you know, pull the line or whatever, slap the thing to get off the bus. Okay, so of course me and the white man jump to the rescue like, you need any help? Because we about to take this seat. You know what I'm saying? Girl, we pull up to the stop. And there are other wheelchairs at the stop to get on the bus. I'm like, wait, must be some type of wheelchair party going on out here. What is going on at this stop? So of course they let this one man off. And I'm like, finally, you know, we about to get this seat, you know, and then I see the other wheelchair man getting off. So I'm like, damn, it must be some type of, you know, wheelchair disco popping off. Both of them getting off at the same stop. But no, the other wheelchair man was not getting off. The other wheelchair man got up and walked his wheelchair over to where we were standing at, and to take the more visible seat. You know how it's like that right area that they can sit in. He takes the more visible seat. Okay, so now we over here, you know what I'm saying? So now this other lady, so then, okay, so let the one wheelchair off. Then this other man takes our little space over here. And then we about to jump over here and sit down, and a bitch with a basket is getting on that. I'm like, guys, I'm gonna fuck one of these wheelchair people up tonight because I need to get my seat. And then, you know, eventually I got home somehow, some way, I don't know. But, you know, that was the end of the story.
Dale Harrison. Yeah, she had to stand all the way to Pacoima.